Awesome. Hey guys, this is absolutely fantastic to see you guys back. So I understand that I'm incredibly late on this trend. I mean, I'm pretty sure like the last video must have gone up like 6 or 7 months ago. But today we are doing the South African YouTuber tag. Now I actually only came across this tag recently. It came up in my recommended, but I know for a fact all these videos are old because they're all like say 6-7 months ago. I think one was even 2 years ago, I could be wrong. So I actually came across this tag on Daisy Zanol's channel, but I noticed that Phantom Dan had done it, Carla Williams, and also Blonde Angel. So I thought, hey, you know what, why don't I jump on the bandwagon and do the South African YouTuber tag video. So this is me jumping right in. So the first question is, what is your favorite South African food? And I've just got so many things jumping to my head right now. You know, like boerewors is definitely up there. Boerewors and pap, oh, great combination. There's nothing actually better than like sweet chili sauce on a boerewors roll. Oh, that's so good. Definitely biltong is up there as well. But my favorite would definitely have to be bunny chow. But like, there's nothing better than a good bunny chow. But I'm super white, so I can't do super spicy stuff. So like my bunny chows are like, they're mild. But the bunny chow's got absolutely everything you could ever want. So it's like, it's as close to a perfect meal as you can get. Cool, the second question is, what is your favorite South African artist? And without a doubt, mine would have to be Johnny Clegg. I remember the first Johnny Clegg song I ever heard was actually Della from George of the Jungle. And since then, that has been like one of the greatest love songs ever in my opinion. I also enjoy his songs like Impi, Mount Kilimanjaro, stuff like that. I mean, like those two songs are flipping iconic. Wars of Friday, another great one. His music is always just so positive and vibey. I absolutely love it. Like to me, he's definitely one of the greatest South African artists. And in terms of the greater scheme of things, he's entirely underrated in my opinion. So now the third question, number 3, is what is your favorite holiday spot in South Africa? And me and my family, we went camping lots. We love camping. So there's lots of places running through my mind right now. So off the top of my head, one of the best places I'd have to say is possibly Lake Eland. It's literally in the middle of nowhere, so you're completely calm, you're undisturbed. It's a great place to camp. They've got an awesome lake there. It's a great place to go ride your bike. So they've got some beautiful trails there. And if you're feeling adventurous, you can always do the zip lines. They have got so many different zip line tours you can do. And if I'm not mistaken, the one's either the highest or the fastest or something like that. And it's definitely a way to get your heart racing, I can tell you that much. But my favorite of all time it's more of an actual like suburb than a holiday place. And that would have to be Sedgefield down in Knysna George. And that, in my opinion, is one of the most beautiful places in the whole wide world. I mean, last year, we as a family, us Janssens family, went down and we had our final family vacation there. And the entire place is just beautiful, absolutely gorgeous beaches. It's such a nice quiet place. We've got the farmers market there every Saturday, which is just so much fun. And they've got so many things to do there. I can't just list them all off. But in the surrounding area as well, if you go over to George and further down, they've got the Knysna Caves, they've got Kangol Wild, they've got the Plets Puzzle Park. So if you really want to go for a good, fun, like place to have a lot of fun, definitely go there. If you actually check out one of the first series I ever did on YouTube is the Janssens Family Vacation. You'll be able to see a few of the locations I just mentioned there. So if you are looking for a holiday place in South Africa, I'd highly recommend the Knysna area, just in general. It is absolutely gorgeous. There's so much to do. You will have one hell of a good time there. Okay, question 4 is, what emotion best describes South Africa to you? And that's a tough one. Off the top of my head, I'd have to say wonder, I guess. I'd say wonder because I'm constantly discovering new things about this country. I'm very passionate about South Africa. And you can learn so much about this place. And it's constantly blowing my mind, our past and our potential future. And I know we've had a really rocky path getting to where we are now. But even where we are now is still very rocky. But I'm excited about what's coming. And so I'm full of wonder. And maybe it's not actually the best emotion to describe South Africa. But that's definitely how I feel towards it, if that makes sense. Maybe I should have said passionate, but I guess it's too late now, so we're going to go with wonder. Okay, question 5 is, who is your favorite South African YouTuber that currently still stays in South Africa? And if you are a fan of my channel, you already know the answer. It is Happe Chappe and Sheldon Zam. Guys, I've spoken about these two channels far too many times for me to actually even give them a proper shout out now. but their links are down in the description. You know, go give them a quick watch. Happe Chappe, he does a lot of movie reviews, video essays, stuff like that. And Sheldon Zam, he actually just released a video that was incredibly powerful and moving. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but literally just go into his channel and watch his latest video. I was really moved by it. It was a good video. Okay, question 6 is a little bit negative, and that is, what is your least favorite thing or worst thing about South Africa? And I would have to say it's definitely when it comes to the corruption in the government. South Africa has a lot of problems, but that's my biggest one at the moment, because these, you know, the governments are the people that look after you. They're supposed to be your leaders, the guys that protect you. And with so many, you know, cases of corruption and stuff like that, it's hard to put your trust in somebody that's supposed to be looking after you if they're just abusing you and using you. And I feel like that's what our government has been doing for far too long now. And I understand we have lots of other problems, but to me that is a very, very big one. And it's something just I can't stand for. It's your job. Do your job right. I'm a big fan of doing your job right, not abusing your power and stuff like that. And I feel like our government officials have been doing the wrong thing for far too long. But that's a negative topic, so I'm going to jump over it and let's go to the next question. Number 7, your favorite thing about South Africa. Whew, that one is a doozy. Honestly, it's a question that, this is my second take trying to do it. I can't put it into words. South Africa is so incredibly, incredibly unique. And I don't think you'll be able to talk about all the wonderful things it has to offer in just one video. We have many freedoms here in South Africa that lots of countries don't. We have many pros in this country that lots of other countries don't, but we've also got lots of cons, which I spoke about in the last one. But all in all, I would have to say this is just an incredibly, incredibly unique country, and I love it. And that's the best thing about it, is just how unique it is. Hey guys, sorry if you hear dogs, I can't stop them from barking. It's what dogs do. And you know, since I've just, you know, gotten off trail altogether, I was actually supposed to do this video outside. I was just talking about how beautiful the country is, and I was like, let's do the video outside. But it is actually pouring with rain at the moment, and there are terrible winds. You might be able to hear the winds. I don't know, I'll try to edit them out. But this is probably the worst day to have done this video, because I really wanted to showcase just how beautiful it can be just in your garden alone. Question 8, what is the coolest thing about your town? And to be 100% honest, I stay in Kloof. My friend Ali has a lot to say about Kloof. So if you ever want to talk to anyone about Kloof, go speak to Ali, because he has a lot to say about Kloof. But to be 100% honest, Kloof is just your ordinary, everyday, average suburb. It's a very nice suburb, but there's nothing like incredibly extraordinary about it that other suburbs don't have. One thing I really like about Kloof is that we actually live right next to the high school, and my mom teaches at the high school, so she actually doesn't use the car, which means it's kind of become mine. So I just drive it whenever I want to and stuff like that, because she just doesn't use it. So that's probably my favorite thing about Kloof, is just how close we live to the high school. But that is incredibly exclusive to myself. No one else is going to go, oh, the Janssens live by Kloof High, that's so cool. That's just purely for me. Awesome. Question 9, which is a good one, is why should people visit South Africa? And to be 100% honest, this is another question where like I could dedicate an entire video to it, because like there is just so much to do here. The one thing everyone constantly talks about when it comes to tourism is the wildlife, and we really do. We've got so many beautiful national parks. Kruger National. Sheldon Zam just did a video with Sunny Bunch and Rob the Ranger. So go across to their channels if you want to see some really cool videos on Kruger National Park, which is just one thing that you could do which is just one thing you can do in South Africa if you came here. But we've also got beautiful beaches. If I'm not mistaken, our beaches are better than anybody else in the entire world. So if you want to get some really cool beaches, come down here. So we've got beautiful wildlife, beautiful beaches. We've got pretty much all the cool, you know, fantastical stuff that other countries have. You know, we've got Gold Reef City, so if you're in the mood for roller coasters, go to Gold Reef City. Tourist attractions, we've got all of them. I mean, you can go to PeZulu to check out, you know, native Zulu lifestyles. And honestly, there's so much. I've kind of just gone blank because I'm being overwhelmed right now. Again, go to Knysna, Plet Puzzle Park, which has a 3D maze. Go to Lake Eland, which has, as I said, you know, the really, really big zip line. Go to Moses Mabhida Stadium, where you can do the giant swing. Go to Ushaka, there's all the Wet n Wild slides. You can also go to Splash and Amanzim's Hoti. There is so much to do in South Africa. And I think, I don't know, just every... South Africa is a big country. You will find something to do if you come here. Okay, question 10 is a bit of a gag question, and that is, why aren't there any lions in your background? Now, I'm actually going to answer this question honestly, because I noticed when I was looking at my analytics that my second most subscribers come from America. And I know lots of Americans believe, for whatever reason, that we just have lions walking across our road and stuff like that we have rhinos in our back garden. Guys, that doesn't happen. We don't have wildlife just strolling down our streets and stuff like that. We have monkeys. Monkeys are bad. They break in and they steal your eggs and bread. They're not fun, but we don't have lions and stuff like that, okay? That's the end of that rumor. But guys, yeah, that was the end of my 10th question. So that's the 10 for the South African YouTuber tag. Guys, I really enjoyed making this video. I really enjoyed talking about South Africa. I'm incredibly passionate about our country. We really do have a beautiful country. Cool guys, but that's the end of the video. If you haven't yet, please subscribe. We're in a race to 1,000 subscribers with Happe Chappe. Don't be afraid to leave a like on the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Check you.